Hi, welcome to another summer in the South Bay with the Sports Desk. I'm Juan. We all know there's no better place to be during the summer months than the beach cities. So join us as we tour through Torrance all summer long, showing you all the great things that make this city's sports scene so great. Well, we figure what better place to kick it all off than Torrance Beach. All right, well, we've been telling you about it for months, and the big day is finally here. The third annual Surfing for a Cure Surf Relay. 100 surfers from all over the South Bay and beyond coming together to fight cancer. The American Cancer Society's Relay for Life has raised billions for the exact same cause, but here, with saltwater obsessed, well, we just do what we do best, and voila, Surfing for a Cure was born. Now, check out how it all got started right in your backyard.
Years ago, Adele Luttrell had no idea that the funny, yet all too real challenge of gathering surfers together for any organized land-based activity would inspire the sport's fight against cancer.
We started doing the Relays for Life, and so one year I got a team of surfers together and tried to get them to commit to a time slot. And so it was really funny because I got answers like, well, I'll do the event, but I don't know when I can, come out and walk because it depends on the surf.
And having dealt with the disease firsthand when her son won his battle almost 20 years ago, Adele knew all too well the importance of a community's support while treading rough waters.
Ooh, well, we were really very fortunate. He was 4, he had a kidney tumor so they could take the whole kidney out. It wasn't anywhere else, but we still went through all the chemo and radiation, so we know what that's like. One thing that really stuck out for us when we were going through this was the kindness of people. That's what gets you through it, and I think that's what this Surfing for a Cure is about.
And voila! Surfing for a Cure was born in the South Bay. In the American Cancer Society's Relay for Life, participants walk laps and raise money to donate in the fight against cancer. Here on the beach, she simply swapped walking laps with catching waves. Many of the faces that have shown up for Surfing for a Cure's first 2 events are the same ones she sees in the lineup every morning. From the Cove and PV to Torrance Beach, her family here doesn't hesitate to sign up for this cause. Not that they didn't want to help all along, they're just a little more excited knowing that catching waves could find the cure. But while Surfing for a Cure remains the South Bay's homegrown surf event, the vision for involving surfing's global community is growing.
I mean, this could totally be done where you had a team in Malibu, team down south, you could go up to Santa Cruz, you could go to Hawaii. It could be like a national Surfing for a Cure day.
Now in its 3rd year, the South Bay can claim Surfing for a Cure as its own, even if it won't be exclusive to us for much longer. But even when the time comes that her idea becomes a global event, Adele Luttrell's gift to the surfing community will always be one with roots in Torrance Beach.
The surfing community is really close. Whenever any member of the community is suffering or going through a hard time, people typically come together and rally and show support. And I think surfers, by nature, enjoy life and they want to give back.
There it is, one person's inspiration, and now here we are, 3 years later, Surfing for a Cure making a huge impact. How could we not want to be a part of that? Which is exactly why I've enlisted the help of a familiar face, the Sports Desk's very own Colin Kushner. You're used to seeing him patrol the sidelines in a suit, but today, it's sun's out, guns out. Colin, how's it going, buddy?
It's going great, dude. Great to be here. Not wearing my suit. I know it's a shocker for everybody here, but you know what? I think I'd be a little overdressed.
Possibly. You would be a little overdressed here on the beach, but that didn't exactly stop you from having your own little adventure getting prepared for today. Is that right?
This is true. I had a little bit of fun, to say the least. So summertime here in the South Bay isn't just a time for kids to get out and have some fun in the sun. One surf camp does that, but they also help out in the community as well. School is officially out for summer, and what's a better way to spend those hot summer days than learning how to surf? Enter Perfect Day Surf Camp, where owner Robbie Urigoyen became hooked after she caught her first wave back in college.
I just remember that day. It was like one of the most memorable moments, and then got into business. I'm an entrepreneur, and met with Bob McKnight at Quicksilver in 2001, and he had mentioned wanting to open up surf camps. So I put a proposal together, met with the marketing team, and opened up a surf camp.
Sponsored by Quicksilver and Roxy, Perfect Day has been around since 2001 and has 5 different locations with different age groups, so everyone can join in on the summer fun.
We have a location in Santa Monica, Torrance, Manhattan, Dockweiler, and Redondo Beach, and we have ages 3 to 7. It's our beach camp, but we also teach them how to surf. And then our surf camp is for 7 to 17-year-olds, and it's strictly surfing. We only want to teach them how to surf, and we teach them about etiquette of surfing, how to be safe in the water, and oceanography, and things like that.
Kids have different options, anything from boogie boarding to surfing. And with the low camper to instructor ratio, kids get the individual attention they need in the water to be successful. But most of all, have fun.
We have the beach, we get to go surfing on big waves, we get to swim, boogie board, and we get to play games while we're here. Yeah, it's lots of fun.
As you can see behind me, it's a beautiful day here at Torrance Beach. But Perfect Day Surf Camp doesn't just teach kids how to surf, they also like to help out in the community and will be putting together a team for Surfing for a Cure.
This is my second year consecutive going out with the team. We always got a good team. We have professionals like Alex Gray, Reef McIntosh coming down. Both have Wave of the Winter Awards, both of them consecutively as well. And we just have a good time, support a good cause, cancer research. This is what it's all about, and it's great. We spend the whole day surfing and supporting.
Surfing for a Cure reached out to us to put together a team. And we have a surf team of about 13 surfers, and what we do is we bring awareness and help raise funds for pediatric cancer research. And we come down here to our Torrance location, and it's just a bunch of friends and family out here surfing and bringing awareness and raising money, and it's a great experience. It's a lot of fun.
This is the second year in a row Perfect Day has put a team in the water for Surfing for a Cure.
Colin, sounds like you had just a little bit of a good time, yeah?
I did, man. It's all thanks to you.
Thank you. Good. Well, guys, I was actually under the impression Colin was going to catch his first wave at Perfect Day Surf Camp earlier this week, and he didn't. So when he showed up at the beach today, I figured we're sending this kid on a mission. Check it out.
Okay, everybody. So you all know by now that I have 0 surfing experience. I mean, come on. I'm a hockey player. We play on frozen water. But looking back on my little surf sesh, I realized that there are 5 things I learned while I was flopping around in the water. Number 1, don't let the board be between you and the wave, because apparently if you do that, then my beautiful face might look a little different the next time you see me on camera. Number 2, always keep a lookout for other surfers, otherwise known as surfing etiquette. It's a good thing my parents sent me to Cotillion as a youngster, because if there's one thing I do have going for me, it's great etiquette. Number 3, hop on the board and stay in the middle. I would struggle with this a lot in the beginning of the day, but once I was able to keep myself in the middle of the board, I became one step closer to catching that magical first wave. Number 4, start paddling right before the wave comes. Even though I was out of breath after only a few paddles, I needed to build a little momentum before that wave cruised in. That's tough. And last but not least, number 5, once you paddle and feel the push of the wave, hop up and cruise around. For me, it was a short-lived ride, but hey, I can now finally say I caught my first wave.
Maybe I'm a better surfer than I am a teacher, who knows? Either way, if Colin eventually catches the surf bug, I've done my job. I'm gonna let him get back to that, but in the meantime, I'm gonna keep hanging with you guys right here on the beach. First though, we're gonna take a short break, so when we get back, I'm gonna introduce you to some more movers and shakers that make this day possible.
You'd do anything to take care of that spot on your lawn, so why not take care of that spot on your skin? Check your skin for suspicious or changing spots. Go to spotskincancer.org to find out what to look for.
The United States Air Force has a proud history of leading our nation in embracing diversity. We've been reaching new heights for years by understanding it's our individual experiences which make us strong. You can share in this success by seeking opportunities to learn and grow as a member of a diverse team. We are the world's greatest Air Force, not because of what we do, but who we are. This message is brought to you by the U.S. Air Force.
Hi, welcome back to the Sports Desk and welcome back to Torrance Beach. We've introduced you to the lady who started it all out here. We showed you how we got ready for the big day. Now it's time to meet the hosts of this year's event. I'm joined now by the man himself, the guy who does a ton of the legwork, the grunt work, and if you surf here in the South Bay, you probably run into him from anywhere up to El Porto down to PV. Pretty safe to say?
You'll find me in the water almost every day someplace.
Brandon Simmons. And then when he's not doing that, of course, he's helping hundreds and hundreds of people. Brandon, third year surfing for a cure. Would you say it's a success?
Oh, huge success.
Yeah?
We probably had 100 surfers today. So we started off with about 30 the first year, 80 the second year, 100 today. Just nonstop growth. So that's great. Every time we grow, we just help more children. So that's our goal.
And one of the things, obviously, that you've done to make this an even bigger success this year, you brought on the Young and the Brave Foundation. Talk about how you got involved with them.
We had a foundation, Everlasting Smiles Foundation. So then we merged with the Young and Brave Foundation. They were kind of doing the same thing we were doing. We were more involved with the hospitals and helping children in hospitals, where they were helping children individually. So if a child got sick, they'd say, okay, let's set up a website for them and kind of donate directly to that child, all nonprofit. So it's kind of a bunch of mini foundations within one big foundation.
There's a lot of things that it seems like you always have your hands in on. And one story that you're a part of, Nate Goki, a pretty popular name, pretty popular surfer who has a great story himself. And there's a new development in his quest to get back in the water.
Yeah, so with Nathan, we just got him the WaveJet. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if you know, but the WaveJet, it's a device where he can propel himself. So he will kind of be able to push a button and make the board go. So it'll just say, off he goes.
Because last year, we had Nathan out here. We were out here trying to push him into waves. It took a team of about 10 to 12 people. Now he can just cruise around in the lineup by himself.
Through modern technology, a paraplegic can go surfing pretty much by himself.
Which is pretty amazing, because he had his accident maybe 6 years ago or something like that. And I don't imagine that he, or even you were the person that helped him.
Correct.
When he broke his neck. I don't know that anybody ever imagined that would even be possible, would you say?
You wouldn't. You would never even know if he was getting back in the ocean, let alone actually propelling himself onto a wave without assistance from somebody else.
Nathan Goki fits the mold of pretty much any stereotypical surfer. Give him a brand new board, he's like a kid on Christmas morning.
If maybe I'm hitting some huge waves, if this thing works out on big waves like super speed, I might just add some small trailers just for stability.
His car, a certified surf rig. The only thing it's missing, the random deposits of surf wax that find their way into the interior. And he can sit in beach parking lots describing board design and talking story with the best of them. Only when he talks about this new board, it really is like magic.
It works so good, and if you've ever surfed it, you'll know, and it's like magic. And so somebody said it back then, so he just named it the magic model. The signal has to go underwater also. So from the rig controller, it has to go from the controller outside and be able to penetrate water. Yeah. So it's like Bluetooth, but different frequencies.
Nate values his independence. Where most take for granted carrying out the simplest daily tasks, he finds ways to navigate them without slowing down.
Good morning.
Which explains why his newest surfboard, powered by WaveJet technology, has him lit up like that kid on Christmas morning again.
But this is gonna feel good, man. I mean, inside I'm shaking, like so excited. I can't wait to get back on this thing.
Since a surf accident in Hermosa Beach left Goki paralyzed in 2008, his life has never been the same. But his stoke hasn't diminished one bit. A year ago, he came to the second annual Surfing for a Cure with a crew of friends that strapped him up and pushed him into waves. Just like he'd done for years since his accident, only for Nate, missing one piece of the experience any able-bodied surfer never has to think twice about. But with the propulsion pod that slides into his new board, he's one wave closer to that independence he values so much.
And I just point towards the open ocean and start going. And it just felt so good to be moving without any assistance. I was just ecstatic inside. I couldn't believe it. I caught my own wave, and I just felt like the world was right again.
Nate had planned to surf his WaveJet for the first time at this year's Surfing for a Cure relay at Torrance Beach. But like the rest of us snobbish, picky surfers, when the conditions don't come together, sometimes the call is to just stay on land and daydream about how much glassier, how much bigger, and just flat out better it'll be when we don't hit the snooze button tomorrow. The total cost of Nate's WaveJet pod and new custom board, a little under $5,000, raised by friends and loved ones. And the price of catching his next wave on his own? Ask any surfer, it's priceless.
when I look at this board, man, I'm just like, I want to get on it so bad.
A year ago, we came out to this same event on this same beach and hung out with a professional surfer who caught his first wave right out here. Ever since then, almost 2 decades later, he's been trotting around the globe making big wave surfing history. And well, this past winter, it all came full circle when he came home and did something that's now become the stuff of surfing mythology.
On any given day, Alex Gray could be, and most likely is, on the other side of the planet, chasing waves, making people laugh, and chasing waves. Which is why a visit home to the South Bay, where his brother first taught him to surf, is not only a treat for the crowds at Burnout, but in the dead of winter, it's a sign that waves are in our future. Not because he brings some magical North Swell karma, but would you stay home if your bosses footed the bill for you to surf anywhere you wanted, whenever you wanted? So in March of 2014, on a swell that comes once every couple decades, Alex's decision to get some home cooking made history. Entered into the South Bay Board Rider Club's Big Wave Challenge, the former winner of Surfer Pole Awards and a Billabong XXL regular, added a homegrown trophy to his Big Wave mantle. The recipient of a $3,000 check, $1,000 worth of body glove surf gear, and a brand new Big Wave gun. All in a good day's work. But as if catching the biggest wave to come through Santa Monica Bay since the Reagan era wasn't enough, he didn't keep the gear given to him by his hometown sponsor. He gave it to the Groms at the awards ceremony. And the prize money? Split it between the other contest finalists. For the South Bay surf community, it was a wave that will be talked about for generations. A badge of honor that our beaches, our waves, can and do often hang with the best of them. But if you're ever looking for the real spirit of South Bay surfing, look no further, which, remember, could be as far as Hawaii, Tahiti, Mexico, depending on where the biggest swell happens to be on any given day, than Alex Gray. But remember, you don't have to look far, and he is in town. Odds are, it's because there's waves, too.
Okay, so we drowned the fire, stirred it, drowned it again, and now just feel if it's cold.
Yeah.
Cool.
Smokey just gave me a bear hug.
I know. I already posted it.
There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you. Meet one today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org. Adopt.
Hi, welcome back to the Sports Desk. We've loaded you up on just about anything and everything you're ever going to need to know about surfing for a cure. Now I think it's time we toss it over to Colin Kushner for an update on the action after his very first surf session.
What's up, everybody? It's your Sports Desk reporter, Colin Kushner. So after I caught my first wave, I decided I would cruise the beaches and ask if anybody had any surfing tips for me. Let's just say the responses aren't exactly what I expected.
Just like feel the ocean, you know?
Feel the ocean. I don't know what that means.
Feel the ocean, feel the waves. Go shred the gnar, bro. You need to like feel the push of the wave before you get up.
Don't drown. Keep that ankle bracelet on so you don't lose your board.
The ankle bracelet? Is that what it's called? The ankle bracelet?
No,
so
I just made
that.
that.
Pro surfer and I say the ankle bracelet, everybody. That's what it is. The thing that goes around it. How are you enjoying the first or second day of summer?
It's awesome. I'm spending it with some great people at the beach, and it can't get any better than that.
You sound so enthusiastic.
I am. I love summer. Great. Fine.
Fine, just fine. Nothing else?
It's been good.
It's been good?
Yeah.
That's it? You're not happy to spend it with your friend?
No, I'm really happy.
I don't think she's happy to spend it with you.
It's the best. Summer.
It's the best summer. I don't think that's a complete sentence, but okay.
Well, that wraps it up for us from Torrance Beach today. I couldn't think of a better way to kick off another summer in the South Bay. In fact, join us all summer long as we tour through Torrance, bringing you everything that makes this city's sports scene so great. Next time, Torrance, we'll see you from the pitch.
For more information on supporting Surfing for a Cure, or to donate to its cause, visit gofundme.com/SportsDesk Surf Team. 100% of donations are given directly to the Children's Hospital of LA to fund pediatric cancer research. You can make your contribution this year and every year in finding a cure, knowing it all started in the South Bay.